Hello again and welcome back. Welcome to a new class, to class number 167. As usual, I need to look before I say the number because I forget. We have covered so many classes. We have covered so many days of class that sometimes I forget where we are. Yes, we have only 29 classes left. Not many. Less than 6 weeks of class. So you need to remember that you can't let your guard down. You need to keep your guard up. You need to continue studying. You need to continue working. You can't miss a class. You need to be with me all along the way and with the other teachers. So don't let your guard down. All right, camera number 1, review. Are you there? All right. To make out, I can't make out what she's trying to say. I can't hear what she's saying. Maria is, she's whispering something to me. I can't make out what she's trying to say. I think she's trying to tell me that camera number 1 doesn't work. Yeah, that I'm speaking to a dead camera. Can you see me? I can't make out. Excuse me, Maria. Could you speak up, please? Speak up. I can't make out what you're trying to say. I can't make out what you're trying to say. Okay. I think she's trying to tell me that you're not seeing me, that camera 1's not working. If that's the case, then I'll have to start over again. And I don't want to start over again. I don't like to start all over again. I don't like to go back and start all over again, to go back and start from scratch. I don't like to do that. But I can't make out what she's trying to say. Maria, what are you trying? Now I can make out what she's saying. Now I can make out what she's saying. She's telling me to move a bit to my left. Am I in the center of the picture now? Can you see me okay? Yeah? Is that better, Maria? Is that what you want? Yeah? Okay. Finally, I was able to make out what she was trying to tell me. I couldn't tell at the beginning. I couldn't tell. Tell is averiguar. Tell is percibir. No es a decir aquí. I couldn't tell what she was trying to say. I couldn't make out what she was saying. All right. And then she wrote it on a piece of paper and gave it to me. She scribbled. Scribble is, yeah, scribbled on a piece of paper. And I looked at it and said, Maria, I couldn't make out what she, descifrar. Primero, entender auditivamente. So I couldn't understand. I couldn't make out. Percibir. I couldn't make out what she was trying to say. And then she wrote it on a piece of paper and gave it to me. And I couldn't make out what she was trying to say here. And what she was trying to tell me was to move a bit to my left. And I couldn't make out what it was. All right? And so it was impossible. Our communication was not possible. To make out is used in 3 ways. To be able to understand. See, to make out what somebody's saying is descifrar lo que dice auditivamente, descifrar lo que dice por escrito, y descifrar quién es realmente, divisar quién viene o quién está. Like to make out. So used to make out in these 3 ways is to be able to perceive. Do you understand? Poder percibir. Por escrito, auditivamente, o por la vista. Is to make out. I can't make out who it is. I can see somebody in the distance coming, but I can't make out who it is. I remember one man, well, 2 men in the jungle, in la jungla. 2 men in the jungle were together, and one man was with binoculars looking, and he said, I see something coming, but I can't make out what it is. And the other person says, well, what is it? What is it? He said, I can't make out. He said, I can't make out what it is. And the other man said, well, now, can you make out what it is now? What is it? What is it? Can you make out what it is? He said, I can't make out what it is, but it's coming closer. And finally, yeah, now I think I can make out what it is. Una lanza. It was a spear, and it killed him. It was coming. All right. So finally, in the last moment, he was able to make out what it was. But it was too late for him to move out of the way. And the spear Spear's una lanza. It was a spear, like a javelin. It was a spear that pierced his chest and killed him. And he saw it coming through the binoculars, but he couldn't make out what it was. If he had been able to make out what it was, he would have gotten out of the way in time. All right. All right. Also, yesterday we were looking at quite a bit. Yeah. Quite a few. Yeah. There are quite a few opportunities for work in Brazil. There aren't many opportunities for work in Spain right now, but there are quite a few opportunities in Brazil. All right. A lot of people have quite a bit of free time now. In fact, they have quite a bit more free time. Cuando usas comparativos en inglés, siempre es quite a bit more or quite a lot more. Tengo bastante más tiempo libre ahora que antes. I have quite a bit more free time now than before. Soy bastante más alto que mi mujer. I'm quite a bit tall. Mentira. Pero I'm quite a bit taller than my wife. All right. Mr. Botín is quite a bit richer than me. I'm not rich yet, okay? English is quite a bit, no. Russian is quite a bit more difficult than English. German, in my opinion, is quite a bit more difficult. When you use comparatives, we use quite a bit, con el sentido de bastante. Esta agua es bastante más fría que el agua que tenía antes. This water is quite a bit colder. This water is quite a bit colder than the water Maria gave me before. She took a bottle from the refrigerator and poured it directly. Well, it's cold. Yeah, this water is quite a bit colder than the water she gave me earlier in the previous class. Yes, in the intermediate class. These pencils, I have quite a few pencils here. Yeah, tengo bastantes lápices, I can see. I have quite a few pencils here. Yeah, but the yellow pencils are quite a bit prettier, in my opinion, than the brown pencils. I mean, really, look at them. The pink pencils, I'm starting at the yellow one. The pink pencils are quite a bit, well, in fact, yeah. I only have 2 brown pencils. I have 4 there. I have quite a bit more pink pencils than brown pencils. I have quite a bit more pink pencils than brown pencils. And in my opinion, the pink pencils are quite a bit more attractive than the brown ones, don't you think? The pink ones are quite a bit prettier than the brown ones. What do you think? I think they're quite a bit prettier. Okay, I have to go. I have to pass this class to another teacher, even though I don't feel like it, but I have to go. But I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello and welcome to Vaughan English 4.0. My name is, there it is, Alberto Alonso, and I'm your teacher for today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you. No sé por qué estoy hablando tan rápido. Why am I speaking so quickly? I know, because we only have about 6 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my students. His name is Juan. Hello, Juan. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Hanging in there. Te lo voy a decir muchas veces.
Okay.
Hanging in there. También podemos decir same old, same old. Lo mismo de siempre. Same old, same old. All right, great. All right, well, we're going to take a look today at a phrasal verb that we use a lot. Now, this is to make out. Have you heard this word before?
I'm sure I have, but I don't remember it.
Okay, I'm going to give it to you in context. Okay, because actually it has 2 meanings, como todo en inglés, right?
Okay.
It's a very mysterious language, right? To make out. Okay. Can you make out what that says?
No, I can't make it out.
Okay, so what does it mean? I can't make out what it says over there because it's very far away. Can you make out what it says on that sign?
Like, como ver, ¿no?
Ver algo que es difícil de ver. Descifrar. You can say, descifrar se dice?
Descifrar,
To decipher. Yes. So it's, por ejemplo, the best example I can think of is cuando ves algo muy lejos. I can't make it, o está escrito muy mal. I can't make out what it says. It's in Chinese. Of course I can't make out what it says. Okay? So let's practice using it. Now, I'm going to give you another meeting too. Last night, I was making out with a really pretty girl. No piensa, es enrollarse, es besar, nada más.
Okay,
no,
okay.
I saw you were like, wait a second. Okay, to make out with someone es enrollarte con esa persona. Okay, and make out es descifrar también. Vamos a mirarlo en el uso de descifrar. Okay, to decipher. Can you make out what it says on that wall?
No, I can't make out what it says on that wall.
I can't make out, but you didn't even try.
Okay, do you want me to try?
No, you won't be able to make it out because the letters are very, very, very small over there. Okay, so he can't make out what it says. Can you at home? Can you make out what it says here? No, you can't. Now? Now you definitely can't make out what it says. Okay, let's try another one. Can you make out what people are saying in films? For example, when you're watching a film and they switch to another language, let's say French. Can you make out what they're saying?
Yes, I can make out what they say because I speak French.
There you go. So you can make, I can't make out what they're saying. When they speak French in a film, I can't make out what they're saying. I can't. Okay? Let's see. Ask me if I can make out what they say on the Chinese channel.
Can you make out what they say on the Chinese channel?
No, not at all. In fact, like I said, the Chinese writing is art. I can't make out what it says, ever. That's why it's strange when you see these people with Chinese letters tattooed on them, and you think to yourself, you're like, does this person really know what it says on them? Because they can say anything. Este es un capullo. And then they put that in, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust them. Yo no me fiaría. If I can't make out what it says, I don't want it on me, right? Okay, let's continue here. Now, I want to look at enough. Esto enough, porque oigo muchos errores con enough. And basta ya is enough is enough. So basta ya con los errores con enough. Let's clear it up right away. When do we use enough? Enough is bastante. What if we put an adjective with enough? Where does the adjective go?
Before, like big enough?
Yeah, before. So adjectives, very good. Adjectives go before. He isn't tall enough. I couldn't make out what it said because the paper isn't close enough. Right? Enough. Now, what about when we use a noun?
Goes after, I think.
It goes after. Okay, and some people confuse these. They say, I don't have time enough. Suficiente tiempo. No, I don't have enough time. Sustantivos siempre después de la palabra enough. Adjetivos siempre en el principio. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is.
If you remember that, just remember two sentences. I'm not tall enough because I don't have enough money for an operation, for example. Like Leo Messi. Did you know about that?
No, what did he do?
Leo Messi had an operation to grow several centimeters.
Really?
And Barcelona paid for it. That's why he is loyal to Barça, the football team. So yeah, you didn't know that, yeah?
No, I
A
didn't
little
know that.
interesting fact.
Yeah, I learn a lot with you.
Yeah, not only English here. Interesting facts, football facts, but hey, that's what I like, you know? Okay, so we also say enough, we can say quite a bit of, or quite a lot of, right? I have quite a lot, tengo suficiente, I have quite a lot of money. Is this true?
No, fortunately not.
Unfortunately.
But I will have that problem soon.
Good, that's good. That's a good attitude, okay? Enough. Remember, so we use enough. Where do we put the adjective?
First, before enough.
That's right. Ask me if I'm tall enough to play basketball.
Are you tall enough to play basketball?
Yeah, with children. Yeah, I'm tall enough to play basketball with children. Ask me if I have enough money to buy a Porsche.
Do you have enough money to buy a Porsche?
Yes, but then I won't have any more money left after that. No, I don't have enough money to buy a Porsche. It's a fantasy of mine. That's all. All right, remember, enough. Enough is enough. Basta ya. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
Mastering the interrogative. Spanish people have a terrible time asking questions. I don't understand why. Well, yes, I don't know whether to understand why or not. For me, it's an interesting question. Let me ask this question on camera number 1, please. You know, at least half the class time in my life, 35,000 hours teaching, have been devoted to formulating questions, helping my students reproduce the interrogative in English. Do you like potatoes? Do you drink water every day? Did you live in France last year? Have you seen the new Pepe's new car? Would you like to eat in that restaurant? Where does your sister live? And I have spent hours making my students practice in class the interrogative. And in class, como loros, like parrots, they reproduce the interrogative in class. And then the moment the class is over and they pick up the telephone and call New York, they say, "You like potatoes, no?" Instead of, "Do you like potatoes?" They abandon this interrogative structure practically always. And I have never understood this. For some reason, it's almost impossible to get Spanish people to formulate the interrogative in English. Okay? And you just say the affirmative with no. Yeah? You like water? No? English is important? No? Instead of saying, is English important? Do you like water? Etc. So we're going to practice the interrogative now. I go to the States once a year. Question. How often do you go to the States? Okay. I'm going to say the affirmative, and then I'm going to formulate the natural interrogative that would elicit that affirmative or that answer. I eat potatoes once a week. How often do you eat potatoes? I've been to Turkey twice. How many times have you been to Turkey? I flew to Mongolia last week. When did you fly to Mongolia? I lost all my money in the casino. Where did you lose all your money? I killed him because he was trying to kill me. Why did you kill him? I took Peter to the airport. Who did you take to the airport? I took Peter to the airport. Where did you take Peter? Okay. I showed Maria around the factory. Oh, who did you show around the factory? The explosion happened at 10 p.m. last night. Well, when did the explosion happen? The game took place last Saturday afternoon. When did the game take place? The meeting was called off because of the president's illness. Why was the meeting called off? I wouldn't go there if I didn't have enough money. Well, why wouldn't you go there? Well, I wouldn't go there if I didn't have enough money. I like to drink water during class. Well, what do you like to drink during the class? All right? At home, I recommend that you write sentences in the affirmative with specific, for example, my father drives a Seat. And then formulate the interrogative in writing. What kind of car does your father drive? It's 3 o'clock. What time is it? The capital of Morocco is Rabat. What's the capital of Morocco? Okay. There are 3 big art museums in Madrid. How many big art museums are there in Madrid? Okay, I recommend you write sentences of the affirmative and then write the interrogative that would bring out that answer. Okay? And then practice it. And cover one column and do it yourself. I come here because they pay me. Well, Richard, why do you come here? I come here by car. How do you come here? I come here at 7 o'clock. What time do you come here? My father died 2 years ago. When did your father die? My father grew up in Central Texas. Where did your father grow up? My father graduated from the University of Texas. What university did your father graduate from? I have one sister. How many brothers and sisters do you have? My sister lives in Colorado. Where does your sister live? She works in a technical school. Where does she work? She leaves home for work at 7 o'clock in the morning. What time does she leave home for work? She spends 4 hours in the technical college. How many hours does she spend in the technical college? She has lunch at home. Where does she have lunch? Esto se llama formular con espontaneidad y eficacia las preguntas. Mi hermana come en casa. ¿Dónde come tu hermana? Where does your sister have lunch? She has lunch alone. Who does she have lunch with? She was born in Austin, Texas. Where was she born? She got married when she was 20, very young. How old was she when she got married? All right. She lived in Atlanta for 4 years, How long did she live in Atlanta? All right. The last time she came to Spain was 5 years ago. When was the last time she came to Spain? Mastering the interrogative. Mastering the interrogative requires this type of exercise, and you can create this exercise on your own. Try it. All right. My father's parents were from Texas. Where were your father's parents from? They met in 1914. When did they meet? They met in Taylor, in a small town by the name of Taylor. Where did they meet? My grandfather was 24 years old when he met my grandmother. How old was your grandfather when he met your grandmother? My grandfather was born in 1891. When was your grandfather born? Mastering the interrogative. Please work on this.
Hello, and you're very welcome to the program. Nice to see you again. My name is Fitz, and here we have Anna. Anna, how are you feeling today?
I'm great, thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, good to have you here.
Thank you.
Are you ready
Good to be here.
to practice and help us out?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We're going to begin with some questions with what. Okay, I'm going to say a statement to you and to Anna, and you have to formulate a question using what. Initially, positive questions, and then later some negative questions. So, for example, if I say to you, he bought a new jacket, and your question would be?
What did he buy?
What did he buy? Okay, so he bought a new jacket. What did he buy? Okay, he bought a top hat.
What did he buy?
Okay, what's a top hat?
I don't know.
It's like a tall hat that you wear on very formal occasions. So sometimes when people get married, a tall, round, black hat. That's a top hat.
Does that still exist?
A little bit in very formal situations.
Okay.
Okay. He's going to eat a pineapple.
What is he going to eat?
Okay, and with the contraction.
What's he going to eat?
Okay, and you could also, if you practice it with will, what would you say?
What will he eat?
Okay, so what's he going to eat? What will he eat? Okay, he saw a telescope. What's a telescope?
A telescope?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so he saw a telescope.
What did he see?
Okay, he didn't see a telescope. A negative question?
What What didn't he see?
What didn't he see? So he saw a telescope. What did he see? Negative. He didn't see a telescope. What didn't he see? Okay. He's listening to some music by Beethoven.
What's he listening to?
Okay. He's not listening to some music by Beethoven.
What is he not listening to?
Okay. And you can contract.
What's he not listening to?
What's he not listening to? Or also another contraction you could make.
What isn't he listening to?
Okay, very good. So you can say, what's he not listening to? Or what isn't he listening to? Okay. He's planning to hold up a post office. What is to hold up?
To hold up, I don't know.
Is to go in with a gun and to rob. So you can say, okay, I'm going to hold up the post office. I'm going to go there with a gun and I'm going to steal the money.
Okay.
So he's planning to hold up a post office.
What's he planning to hold up?
Very good.
Or-
Okay, so he's planning to hold up a post office. What's he planning to hold up? We're thinking about chocolate.
What are we thinking about?
Okay, we're not thinking about snow.
What are we not thinking about?
Okay, and with the contraction?
What aren't we thinking about?
Very good. So what aren't we thinking about? We're thinking about chocolate. What are you thinking about? We're not thinking about snow. What aren't you thinking about? He's working on his first book.
What is he working on?
Okay, and with the contraction?
What's he working on?
Very good. So what is he working on? What's he working on? Okay. He's searching for his watch.
What's he searching for?
Very good. What's he searching for? He's looking up a difficult word in the dictionary. So he's looking up a difficult word in the dictionary.
What is he looking up?
Okay. And you can also say, more simply, you could say, what's he doing? So
Okay.
you can say, what's he looking up, or what's he doing? So he's looking up a difficult word in the dictionary. So you can say,
What's he doing?
or you could also say,
What's he looking up?
what's he looking up? So what's he doing, simply, or what's he looking up? Okay. He's trying to get directions to the royal palace.
What's he doing?
Okay, what's he doing? Very good. Or
What is he trying to get?
trying to get. Okay. So if you want to make it simple, what's he doing? More difficult, what's he trying to get? So he's trying to get directions to the royal palace. What's he trying to get? Or what's he doing? Okay. He's not trying to get directions to the train station.
What isn't he doing?
Very good. What isn't he doing? Okay, what isn't he doing? Or
What I forgot.
okay, so he's not trying to get directions to the train station.
What isn't he not what isn't he oof,
Yeah.
What is he not trying to get?
To get, very good. So what is he not trying to get, or what isn't he trying to get? Or more simply,
What's he not doing?
what's
What
he not
isn't
doing, or what isn't he doing? Okay. He's watching Aprende Inglés on the TV.
What's he watching?
Okay. He's not watching a football match on the TV.
What isn't he watching?
What isn't he watching? Or again,
What isn't he doing?
what isn't he doing? Okay, so if you want to make life simple, what isn't he doing? Quite easy. He's listening to Vaughan Radio or Vaughan Radio.
What's he doing?
Okay. He's not listening to the BBC.
What isn't he not what isn't he listening to?
Very good. What isn't he listening to, or what isn't he doing? Again, okay. It's 4:15 in the afternoon.
What time is it?
What time is it? Okay,
Okay.
so it's 4:15. What time is it? Okay. How do you say 4:15 in American English?
4:15.
It's 4:15. So 4:15. It's 4:15. It was around 8 p.m. when he passed away. What does to pass away mean?
To pass away, to die.
To die. So it's like a polite way of saying to, or a soft way of saying to die. So it was around 8 p.m. when he passed away.
When was it?
Okay, or with, if you say what, you would say what time
Oh, okay. What time was it when he passed away?
when he passed away. Okay. It was after 4 a.m. when they got home.
What time was it when they got home?
Very good. Okay. I drank red Spanish wine.
What do you drink?
Okay. And I didn't drink Brazilian wine.
What didn't you drink?
Okay. Is there such a thing as Brazilian wine?
Yes, there is.
Is it good?
In the south of Brazil, they say it is.
Okay. But you don't drink it.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I've never-
What do you drink?
I don't drink. Well, I do drink wine
Okay. Okay.
or Brazilian wine.
Okay. I'll walk if I can't catch a bus.
What do you do?
Well, I will walk. So I'll walk.
Okay. What will you do if you can't catch a bus?
Very good. And one more time.
What will you do if you can't catch a bus?
Very good. So I'll walk if I can't catch a bus. What will you do if you can't catch a bus? Okay. I'll go to America if I can't go to Canada.
What will you do if you can't go to Canada?
Very good. So I'll go to America if I can't go to Canada. What will you do if you can't go to Canada? Okay. I'll panic if I can't think of any more questions.
What do you do if you
Or
can't?
I will. So I'll panic.
Okay. What will you do if you can't think of any more questions?
Very good. Okay. So what will you do if you can't think of any more questions? I'll panic if I can't think of any more questions.
Can
okay?
you say what'll? Can you contract?
What will you do? Yes. Yes, you
Okay.
can contract. So you can say what'll you do if you can't think of any more questions? Okay. I'll take the train if I can't fly.
What will you do if you can't fly?
Very
if you
good.
can't fly, yeah.
Okay. I'll drink beer if they don't have wine.
What will you drink if they don't have wine?
Very good. So what will you drink if they don't have wine? Or you could also say,
What will you do if they don't have wine?
very good. So what will you do if they don't have wine? Okay. So keep practicing. Keep practicing with questions. What will you do? What have you done? Great to see you. Keep practicing in English, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. How many people did you kill last week? Me. I didn't kill any. And this week? I haven't killed any. All right, menos mal. Let's change the camera one and continue with this. Listen carefully. Camera one. How many times did you fly to Mongolia last year? I didn't fly to Mongolia last year. And this year? I haven't flown to Mongolia this year so far. How many people, how many strange people did you meet yesterday? I didn't meet any strange people yesterday. And so far today, I haven't met any strange people so far today. How many sentences did you say in Russian yesterday? I didn't say any sentences in Russian yesterday. And so far today? I haven't said any sentences in Russian, all right? How many telephone calls did you make? How many important telephone calls did you make to Sweden yesterday? I didn't make any important phone calls to Sweden yesterday. And so far today, I haven't made any telephone calls to Sweden so far today. How many times did you play golf with Tiger Woods last year? I didn't play golf with Tiger Woods last year. And so far this year, I haven't played golf with Tiger Woods so far this year. Okay. At home, in writing or orally, ask yourself questions about yesterday, last week, last year, last month, last year, okay? And answer the question, and then repeat. And so far, today, this week, this month, this year, periodos de tiempo aún vigentes. Primero, haceros preguntas sobre tiempos pasados que han terminado. Ayer ha terminado. Ayer fui a la playa 3 veces, pero hoy no he ido. Eso es igual que en castellano. La semana pasada vi a 3 marcianos, pero esta semana no he visto a ninguno. I saw 3 Martians last week, but this week I haven't seen any. Es un ejercicio precioso con el participio y con el pasado simple. Last week I stole 20 jewels. But so far, hasta ahora, this week I haven't stolen any. It's a beautiful exercise in the mechanics of the English language. Last year, the sun rose every day. And so far this year, the sun has risen every day too. Repito, el sol salió todos los días el año pasado. Last year, the sun rose every day. Y hasta ahora este año, and so far this year, the sun has risen every day as well. Thank God. All right. Last year, the sun went down every day. And this year, the sun has gone down every day so far. In the future, I don't know. All right. Last year, there was a war in Afghanistan. And so far this year, there has been a war in Afghanistan too. All right. Last century, there were many hurricanes. And so far this century, there have been quite a few hurricanes as well. Last year, English was an important language. And so far this year, English has been an important language as well. Last year, I was on TV. And so far this year, I've been on TV too. Yesterday, I had dinner at home. Well, last week, last week, I had dinner at home every night. And so far this week, I've had dinner every night at home. Last week, I kissed my wife goodbye in the morning every day. And so far this week, I've kissed her goodbye every day as well. All right. Last year, I didn't have yellow fever. All right. And this year, I haven't had yellow fever either. Last year, I didn't have malaria. I didn't suffer malaria. And this year, I haven't had malaria either. Last year, I had a headache at least once a month. And this year, I've had a headache. I've had a headache about once a month as well. Yesterday, I drank water from this cup. And today, I've been drinking water. Presente continuo. Presente perfecto continuo, perdona. Yesterday, I drank water from this cup. And so far today, I have been drinking water from this cup as well. Yesterday, I saw Maria's boss. But today, I haven't seen him. Yesterday, I spoke to Maria's boss. But today, I haven't spoken to him. Saltando el pasado simple al presente perfecto. From the past, simple past, to the present perfect. We're jumping. It's a beautiful exercise simply to consolidate y agilizar, to dynamize the basic mechanics of the language. And the biggest problem Spanish people have when they speak English, not understand when they speak, is dynamizing the basic mechanics of the language. No enredarse en la base. Todos os enredáis en la base y os resta fluidez, os ralentiza la eficacia del inglés hablado que utilizáis. Okay? Yesterday, I spoke to you about your responsibilities concerning English, and today I have spoken to you as well about the same responsibilities. Yesterday, Maria told me to stop, and today she has told me to stop as well. And now I have to stop, but I'll be back.
Hello and welcome to the last part of class number 167. As you probably know, my name is Kyle, and I'm joined here by Juan. Juan, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Great. Fantastic, Juan. Today we're going to practice with some irregular verbs in the simple past and in the present perfect. No problem, right?
No problem. We'll survive.
Piece of cake?
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake, sure. But first, Juan, we have to look at our
Words.
5 words of vocabulary, right? Improvisar. How do you say that? Improvisar.
To improvise. Or,
To improvise, yeah. To improvise.
or to ad lib to.
Yeah, to ad lib as well. Or to improvise, right. Clip.
Paper clip.
Paper clip. Paper clip. Do you find that a paper clip is shaped like a trumpet or a trombone?
Like a trombone.
Like a trombone. That's why they say what they say trombone in French, right?
Yeah, in French they call it trombone, yeah.
Trombone, yeah. But yes, we say a paper clip, right? So what's a paper clip for?
To get some papers together.
Well, what's it for? It's for clipping papers, right? A paper clip is for clipping papers. I use it to clip my papers together, right?
Yeah. I didn't know it was a verb to clip.
Sure, yeah, you can clip them together with a paper clip, right?
Great.
Extenderse.
To spread.
To spread. Yes, yes. So you can spread butter on toast. Ask me if I spread butter on toast this morning.
Did you spread butter on your toast this morning?
Yes, I did. I spread peanut butter on my toast.
You did?
Typical Giri, right?
Yeah, you like peanut butter?
Peanut butter, I love it. High in protein.
For breakfast?
Absolutely. Peanut butter on toast, I recommend it. Try it sometime.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Seguir en contacto con.
To stay in contact with.
To stay in contact with. Do you stay in contact with old friends from school?
I stay in contact with some of it thanks to internet.
Yeah.
You know, and all the relationships you can make out of it.
Yeah.
So it's really nice actually.
Yeah, to stay in contact with. It's good. That's true. I use the internet as well to stay in contact with friends from Canada. Right? Last word. Andamios. Andamios. I had to get that. Andamios.
Scaffoldings.
Sorry?
Scaffoldings.
Scaffolding. There's no S at the end. Scaffolding.
Scaffolding.
Andamios. Scaffolding, right? Scaffolding. So what do we use scaffolding for?
To build buildings.
Yeah. So on the outside you see scaffolding all built up, right? Have you ever walked on scaffolding?
No, thankfully not.
Okay. So you don't work in construction?
No, I don't work in construction. I think it's a very tough business right now, actually.
It is, I suppose. All right. Okay. So let's practice some irregular verbs, Juan. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
At
go.
home, are you ready for some irregular verbs? Yes? Okay. So, did you get a call from the King of Spain last week?
Yes, I actually got a call from the King of Spain last week.
What did he tell you?
He told me if I wanted to go to his palace and have a drink with him.
He asked you. He
asked me if I wanted to have a drink with him in his palace.
So did you go?
No, I didn't. I was too busy.
Okay, so maybe next time, King. All right. Okay. Did you take me to a Chinese restaurant last week, Juan?
No, I didn't take you to a Chinese restaurant last week.
And so far this week?
No, I haven't taken you to a Chinese restaurant so far this week.
Okay. At home, did you drive to France last week? Did you drive to France? No, I didn't drive to France. And so far this week? I haven't
Driven
to France.
to France so far this week.
Okay. Did you drive to France last year?
No, I didn't drive to France last year.
Okay. Did you ring a church bell last year?
No, I didn't ring a church bell last year.
And so far this year?
No, I haven't rang a church bell so far.
I
this
haven't,
year.
what? What did you say?
I haven't rang.
Ring, rang, rung. Bong. I haven't rung a church bell so far this year. One more time?
I haven't rung a church bell so far this year.
Okay. Did you sleep in a hotel last week?
No, I didn't sleep in a hotel last week.
And so far this week?
No, I haven't slept in a hotel so far this week.
What did you say?
No, I haven't slept.
What did you say? I said I haven't. What?
I said I haven't slept in a hotel so far this week.
Okay. Have you slept in a hotel so far this week? No, I haven't slept in a hotel so far this week. All right. Did you fly to Germany last month, Juan?
No, I didn't fly to Germany last month.
And so far this month?
No, I haven't haven't flown to Germany so far this month.
All right. Ask me if I grew tomatoes in my house last year.
Did you grow tomatoes in your house last year?
Ask me again.
Did you grow tomatoes?
Did you grow tomatoes in your house last year? Ask me again.
Did you grow tomatoes in your house last year?
No, I didn't. Ask me if I've grown tomatoes in my house so far this year.
Have you grown tomatoes in your house so far this year?
What do you want to know?
I want to know if you have grown tomatoes so far this year in your house.
Yeah. No, I haven't. In fact, I've never grown tomatoes in my house. Have you ever grown tomatoes in your house?
I have grown tomatoes in my house once, yes.
Really?
Yeah, it was a total disaster. It didn't work out.
Okay. Now, did you lead troops into battle last year?
No, I didn't lead troops into battle last year.
And so far this year?
No, I haven't led troops into battle so far this year.
Right. What does that mean, to lead troops into battle?
Llevar tropas en la batalla.
Yes. Come on, guys. We're going to battle. Come with me. Right? This way. And you lead them into... You haven't done that so far this year?
No, I haven't done that so far this year.
Okay. How many times did you read a book written by me last year?
I think I haven't read...
But last year?
Last year, I didn't read any book wrote by you.
Sorry?
I didn't read any book written by you last year.
And so far this year?
I haven't read any book written by you so far this year.
Yeah, I haven't read. I haven't read any books written by you. Yeah, because if you say any, I haven't read any books written by you, right? I haven't read any books written. Even though the answer is 0, we still say with the S, right? It's still I haven't read any books written by you. Okay. How many times did you build an igloo last month?
I didn't build any. I mean, I didn't build igloo any time.
So here, with one, how many times? So we don't repeat times in the answer. We just say, I didn't build an igloo last month. It's singular. How many times did you build an igloo? An igloo. I didn't build an igloo last month.
Okay, I didn't build an igloo last month.
And so far this month?
I haven't built an igloo so far this month.
Okay, all right. I used to build igloos when I was young in Canada. It's true. I used to build. It's a lot of fun. Have you ever done it when you were a kid, maybe?
No, I've never done it. I mean, it's not. I lived in Madrid, you know. It's not
Yeah.
that cold, I guess.
All right. Okay, I think we're out of time, Juan, but thank you very much. You've done great. And thank you very much to you at home. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Class 167 is now over. History. Today we have looked at two things. We have looked at the interrogative. I went to the States twice last year. How many times did you go to the States last year? And the simple past versus the present perfect. I saw 3 criminals yesterday, but I haven't seen any criminals so far today. These little exercises seem easy to you, but for some reason, in class, my students never seem to be able to do these exercises correctly, which means you're not paying attention to the basic elements. Voy a tener que daros inyecciones de médula ósea en las vértebras de vuestro inglés si no hacéis cosas como esto. You have to do these things. See you tomorrow.